episode 3 of my Inner Geek YouTube podcast. Because, of course, I don't have a podcast channel. I'm just doing this straight off YouTube. And I have 3 awesome guests with me. One is my homie Joey Gumo. Say hi, Gumo.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Alright, I am Forever Strong, aka Tiger Power. His name is Brian.
Everybody, what is going on?
And a new guest I have today too is my homie Douglas D Bravo.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Of course, it's your boy Doug. Let's get this started.
Alright, so today's topic is wrestling, WWE. Alright, we're all wrestling fanatics. That's why I have some 3 awesome guests with me. Because we're all wrestling fanatics. Who doesn't love the WWE? So, keep it short and simple. Make it like 3 minutes, guys, of what do you remember of wrestling. Alright, so starting off with Gumo.
What do I remember as of what? Today or
Just
period?
like your most favorite like moment of wrestling.
Favorite moment, 100% is Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker for the first time at WrestleMania.
Ah, yes.
As Undertaker is my hero, and Shawn to me is one of the best entertainers. So they put one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life.
Sweet.
Point. Period.
All right, Brian, your turn.
All right, for me, I remember more than one thing, more than a match. I remember an entire era that everybody likes to call the Attitude Era. That, in my opinion, is the greatest era in wrestling history. They went up against WCW in the Monday Night Wars, some of the greatest moments of wrestling ever. My favorite wrestler of all time in that era had to have been Sting. I never forget him coming down from the rafters, but nothing topped The Rock. Nothing topped The Rock. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
D Bravo.
Well, I've always been one to root for the underdogs. And, I'm big on the cruiserweight division. One of the greatest moments, I believe, was, let's take it back to WrestleMania 17, that triple threat TLC match when Spike Dudley made his appearance in WrestleMania to help the Dudleys in attempt to win the tag titles.
Excuse me.
All right. So that's what's up. That's awesome answers. All right. So that's a little short introduction to the wrestling. All right. So let's get on to some serious topics right now of what's happening in the WWE. So, best wrestler right now making like a statement. Like, we have like NXT, we have the WWE, and like we have a lot of NXT heads and some people who are also like, WWE is recruiting from other big name shows right now, like Ring of Honor and whatnot. So, right now in the WWE, so you can also count NXT, who is really making a noise at this moment? So, starting off with D Bravo.
I would have to say from NXT, it's Kevin Owens. And because of the fact that he's stepping up to the plate, going up against Cena, he has a clean win over John Cena. And then, he's facing John Cena again for the U.S. title. I think the way that they're setting this up for him is that he's going to lose the NXT title so that he can win the U.S. title.
Cool. Brian, what superstar is making a noise?
What's that?
What superstar is making a noise right now, WWE?
I don't have to pick an NXT person, all right?
Nah, you don't have to pick anybody.
All right, good, because I haven't been watching wrestling at all. Like, as I, kind of made a little comment in the beginning, I used to be a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I kind of fell out of love with it a little bit. All right, but back on topic. Somebody that I do feel as though is making a lot of noise right now is Seth Rollins.
That's true.
Like the guy's great. I mean, he's
No
doing his
lie.
thing. I still think his mic skills need a little bit of work because he has a tendency to repeat himself when he's trying to get his point across. But with a little bit of practice, I think he'll be great, man.
No lie. Even though you haven't watched for 2 months, you haven't missed shit in 2 months. So you're good. Like you can literally watch one pay-per-view and one episode. And, oh, okay, it's the same thing. Nothing really happened. So, and I know what? It's truly understandable of why you haven't watched wrestling 2 months. Like you don't have to watch no episode of Raw to catch up to what's been happening. You can just go on Facebook and just click like 5 minutes. Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anything notable, like I always see on my Twitter feed or something.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Gumo, top superstar right now making noise.
I mean, I see Dean Ambrose as one of the guys that makes a lot of noise.
Really?
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I mean the crowd's always behind him, and he hasn't necessarily gotten like the complete pushes. This is just coming from just flat out his mic skills, him being amazing in CPW, him just having it, man. Like he could easily hold that, but they don't want to give it to him at the moment because, you know, they also have a star in Seth Rollins, so like, you know, everything is like taking one guy at a time to, you know, shine and do their thing. But, you know, you'll see all those people who used to be in the Shield will have the belt, and I'm hoping Ambrose will be the next guy to get a chance.
I think he will. I agree with you on that one.
All right. Next question is, if you were to change one thing about the WWE right now, what would it be? One thing. And keep it like 5 minutes, guys, because I know there's going to be a really long answer. So starting with Brian.
Okay. If I had to change one thing about the WWE right now,
yes, right now,
it would be the Divas division.
Really?
Like, hypothetically speaking, let's say they gave me control of the Divas division. I would take the women more seriously. I would give them legit storylines that go further than just either somebody's being a lesbian or somebody's having a crush on somebody's man, or just something stupid, somebody being a stalker, or some freaking winter nonsense where she's mind controlling one of the other divas. They need serious storylines, and I feel as though the women deserve to be treated better, if not the same, as the men. That's just my opinion. And I think it's long overdue for the women to get a serious division in the WWE. And it starts with the wrestlers themselves. They need to stop hiring Barbie dolls and get the real women that can go.
Gotcha.
Simple as that.
Gumo, what would you change in the WWE? One thing.
There's a couple of things that need a little more help. I mean, I've stated this to you, Max, a lot of times. I just want to see an actual black champion. That's what I want to see. Not how they used to just give them the WCW title. Now that it's officially sanctioned and has the WWE logo, it's one belt. Give it to one of them. They deserve it. And I get annoyed when I see guys like Kofi Kingston, who's been here for years, or a guy like Mark Henry, who could easily get another run. And it just doesn't happen. And I mean, I keep on seeing a lot of guys with potential, and it just annoys me, you know. Even something like I was telling you, where Kofi could easily, you know, they have the New Day faction could easily just help him cheat his way through, kind of how like Seth Rollins is doing.
Gotcha.
You know.
D Bravo, your turn. If you could change one thing in the WWE, what would it be?
If I could change one thing, I would bring back the European Championship to kind of give those that aren't doing much that need a push an opportunity to just compete and show what they have before they jump into something like either, the move to the next title and so on and so forth. So that way they're not just sitting there collecting dust.
That's really cool. I can actually see. You know what's funny? With all these like Europeans, like now we have Sheamus, D Barrett, Wade Barrett. I'm sorry, like Neville, like Kevin Owens. I can see them being like a British invasion or something, like European invasion. Like Paige would join their faction. That could be. That's
exactly.
Cool.
They actually were supposed to do that years ago, but
Yeah.
they kind of like dropped it before it got started.
If I was to change one thing of the WWE is put it back to PG-13, and oh my goodness, the stuff that could happen, like, cause right now it's a PG era, so they can't, they can't really do much, but
Yeah,
they could try to bend the rules a little bit, but if I would change it, I'll bring it back to like PG-13 era, and just go off, All right. So this one's gonna be a little tricky. If you were to bring back one WWE superstar, who would it be? Starting with Gumo. If you were to bring back one WWE superstar, who would it be?
Wait. Before we start,
Yeah.
Can it be like any version of that superstar?
Any.
Right, gotcha.
You can bring back Thugonomic Cena if you wanted to.
That was actually my pick.
Are we?
Joey, who would you bring?
Guys that are not here.
It can be anybody. You can bring back like any type of superstar.
If I could bring back anybody,
yeah,
be Guerrero.
Yeah,
and any version of Eddie, because Eddie was amazing. He knew so many moves. If you got to watch him in ECW, you could tell that when he went to WWE, he used like 25% of what he knew. Like, he was seriously one of the guys in the back that's helping guys learn how to do stuff, show people some moves that they could use. Because you know how the WWE likes to shorten the move pool for everybody.
Word.
And I just think he could do a lot. He didn't get to. You know how many people he could feud with right now?
Yeah.
It would be perfect. It just, I just miss Eddie,
True. D Bravo, who would you bring back?
I would bring back Rey Mysterio before he started botching big time. Like back when he had his theme, who's that jumping out the sky?
619, yeah.
And all that. When he was just doing it and he became a tag team champ with Eddie, or when he was tag team champs with Edge, whoever, just doing his thing in the ring without fucking up so much.
Word.
Back when he was on SmackDown.
Brian, who would you bring back? You see Thugonomic Cena? Is it really Thugonomic Cena?
No.
Heel Cena? Okay.
No, all jokes aside though, somebody who I would bring back, Kurt Angle.
Oh shit.
Kurt Angle was amazing in WWE.
Yes.
Like the guy was just great. Everything he touched was like turned to gold. He was an Olympic gold medalist, so
Word.
And just when his music hit, you knew you were about to have fun with this guy. And it's funny because WWE tried to change his music to get it like a more up-tempo beat, but people still got on rhythm.
Remember I think there was like there was one entrance he did where they played his song and everyone was saying, "You suck, you suck," and he would go and he was like, "No one cut my music. We're gonna do this again. And you're not gonna say that." And he would come back and he'll still do it, and he'll do 5 takes. He didn't care. I was like, yo, this guy is awesome.
Dude is so great because the fans, they'll go from saying "you suck" when he's coming to the ring to cheering for him in the ring because he was just that good in the ring.
Yeah.
So it's like they only really said he sucked because it was hilarious, but we all know he really didn't.
It was,
Now when they do it to John Cena's song, yeah.
If I was to bring,
like when you hear John Cena's stuff, it's "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks."
No, they legitimately doing it to a song now. It'd be like John Cena,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Ooh.
If I was to bring back one wrestler, it'll be Punk. Right
CM
now,
Punk?
yeah, right. CM Punk will be awesome right now. I feel like that was like the last like puzzle. I was like, cause he was awesome. I gotta admit, like even though he was a crybaby, like now, like all this stuff, but I can't blame him. You know.
See, here's the thing though. I don't think CM Punk was necessarily a crybaby. I just think he stuck up for what he
believes
wanted
in.
and or didn't like. When most wrestlers in the back, they'll just pretty much sit there and put their thumb at their ass.
That's true.
And that's about it. Like, see, that's why I do like. I was going to say CM Punk, but I was trying to save him for a more serious question.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dude just stuck up for himself, and I think more wrestlers need to be like that.
It's true.
Because if it was, we wouldn't see every black wrestler getting the same damn gimmick.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah. All right. So, next question is, who do you think has the best entrance all time? All time. Best entrance of all time. Starting with D Bravo.
I would. I remember this question because this was something that we talked about yesterday. I'm still gonna say it again. Eddie Guerrero. Like the moment you heard his music hit, you heard either Latino or Viva la Raza, and he rolled up in his lowrider. Everyone got hype, especially when he rolled in the ring, hit his chest, talking about "Orale," started dancing and all that. You know, he lied, he cheated, he stole, but he was honest about it.
Lie, cheat, still, and is honest about it. That's
Yeah.
I agree. Gumo, best entrance of all time for you.
Oh, that's an easy one for me. It'll always be Undertaker, man.
I knew it.
every time I hear a second of that theme, I know who it is. And we got to remember, before they were putting those lights for a guy like Bray Wyatt, that's what they were doing for Undertaker for all these years. Just putting on their lights. And it's like all these entrances he's had, like all the chills you get from it, how long it is, it's dragged out. You just know from the first 3 seconds of hearing it, you know what's going down. It's definitely my favorite still.
Brian, who's yours?
All right. See, before this question, I actually picked Stone Cold, but I'm actually going to change my answer for that one now, and I'm going to go with Kane. Not, and I don't mean classic Kane. I mean a particular version of Kane. I'm talking about 2003 Kane when he came back in his debut against the Un-Americans.
Oh, I remember that.
Like they was hyping his return for weeks, and he came out to Finger 11.
Yes.
The song with the lyrics. Oh my dude,
Slow Chemical. That was the name of the song.
Like boss. Like you felt the energy when he came to the ring and just bam. It's like okay, Kane's gonna win, but then he didn't. But you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, for me, it's Finger 11 Kane.
For me, it's always gonna be. Even though I hate him as a wrestler, I don't think he's an awesome wrestler, but he's always electrifying. It has to be SmackDown 2003 Rock. No, not even 2003. It was like 2000 Rock with "If You Smell What the Rock is Cooking."
Oh, yeah, I know
you didn't like the Hollywood Rock.
He was alright, you know, like, but his music does not get me amped. Like that old school
skylights view and all that.
Yeah, I didn't care about Hollywood Rock.
The theme is just like it's cooking.
Like Hollywood Rock was like the entrance was so whack, you know. Like that's more about him joking around. Like that's like his thing with it. But 2000 Rock like was amazing because the music, he didn't need pyro, he didn't need no special effects. He just has that ill ass burn, that little electric guitar solo with the walking down the ring. And Lord knows if he's dressed up. He has like the sunglasses. That's part of his intro. So like he'll take it out and the whole introduction. That's all part of him. So that's one of my favorite. So all right, next question is best finisher.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So
I need to think about that.
pick it wisely. I'll give you guys 10 seconds. I'm gonna tell you my favorite finisher of all time. My favorite finisher of all time has and always will be Sweet Chin Music. I feel like that's like the illest finisher. Like that one kick, never see it coming. Now I think a lot of wrestlers, especially Samoans, like the Usos, just abuse the shit out of that super kick. So like everybody now does it, but has like when HBK does it, it's like it's serious. You hear that music, like you just know it's coming, and to see it done out of nowhere, especially when you don't expect it, like Shawn Michaels really aced that. So that's my favorite finisher. So D Bravo, I give it to you. Best finisher of all time
right.
for you.
Well, I would have to say my favorite one would have to be the Diamond Cutter because let's face it, without the Diamond Cutter, there would be no RKO.
Yeah, that's true. There wouldn't be no 3D. There wouldn't be
no Samoan net breaker or anything like that.
no twist of fate. Yeah. Brian, your favorite finisher of all time.
My favorite finisher of all time, I have to go with the most realistic finisher of all time, and it is the GTS.
Really? GTS?
Dude, that finisher is hardcore, dude. Like, it's simple. Drop you down, knee to the face.
It's funny.
That's believable.
Every time I think of that finisher, I feel like, damn, my knee's gonna hurt. No one knows you have a big ass cranium.
Oh my god, dude, he has to be literally put to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Every time my brain gets rocked every time I see that knee hit that face.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal, man. Like me, I'm a realist. I like realistic finishers.
Yeah.
Like aside of me wanted to say a chokeslam, again, my bias towards Kane, but the chokeslam is like 30% the wrestler. The rest of the percentages is the person getting done the chokeslam to,
Yeah.
because they have to jump and make it look like it's actually happening.
Gumo.
Well, unless you're the fucking Big Show.
Yeah, unless you're the Big Show. Or Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan doesn't sell chokeslam.
Gumo, best finisher of all time for you.
Well, I'm gonna have to throw it out there. For me, it's a submission.
Nice.
It's the Texas Cloverleaf from Dean Malenko. Max is one of my favorites. I love it, and I'm so happy that he loves that.
That is a classic.
Now Sheamus is using it, so it's pretty cool to see it back in the mix.
Yes, I agree. Speaking about that, keep going, Guma.
No, I was just gonna say, most of the submissions actually hurt, so they're believable when, if somebody's gonna tell you, oh, that doesn't hurt, oh, let me try it then. That's how that feels.
All right. So next is best diva of all time. So for me, it's gonna be Union City, New Jersey, AJ's Lee. I mean, I was a big fan of her in NXT when she was in NXT. So like seeing her right now, like the fact that she left is kind of sad, but for what she did in a short amount of time was amazing. So, and she cut one of the best promos, and she could wrestle, and she learned from one of wrestling's best, Ring of Honor's best, Jay Lethal. So in order to see her what she did in a short amount of time, especially holding the Diva division, she held it down. She really did held it down for the Divas back in the day. Brian, to you, who do you think is the best Diva all time for you?
Oh man, I don't even know why you would ask me that. The best diva of all time is obviously Nikki Bella.
Okay. Yes.
I'm serious. That's my pick.
All right. I respect it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My pick for the greatest diva of all time.
Summer Rae. We all know it. Yeah. All right.
Huh?
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae. Like I said last night, I gotta go with the diva that captured my attention as being a really good heel. So for me, it was Maurice. I absolutely adore Maurice. She was getting better in the ring. She wasn't the best, but she made you hate her because she was so damn conceited. That's what I loved about her.
Okay. All right. D Bravo.
I know we talked about this last night as well, and I'm sticking to who it is. It's Trish Stratus. Like I said, when she started off, she was just a manager of TNA, Test and Albert. Then when she started showing her stuff in the ring, her assets in the ring, the stuff that she can do in the ring, her in-ring abilities. She held it down. She was the women's champion numerous amounts of time. She almost became a tag champ with The Rock one time. But overall, she did very well as a diva, as a face, as a heel, just in general. And she's in the Hall of Fame.
True. Gumo, for you, my homie.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily consider my pick a diva, but a lot of controversy with her right now. I'd go with just China overall. China was believable. Yes. China would beat the hell out of guys. Like, she won an IC title. I mean, there isn't any other diva that has done stuff like that.
Word.
Not to mention she was part of that Attitude Era as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All right. So we have 2 more questions left. So, and we also have I believe 5 more minutes. So that's cool. All right. So, the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. So right now we got Hulk Hogan, right? People say Hulk Hogan's Rushmore. Stone Cold Steve Austin, because he held it down for the Attitude Era. Rock, because he was the mic. He was the mic in that era. And now we have John Cena. We see John Cena holding. Right now he's the face. So who you think number 5 will be for that Mount Rushmore of wrestling? Starting with D Bravo.
I want to say Dean Ambrose. And the reason why that I say that is because of the fact that when he was a part of SHIELD, he held the U.S. title for as long as he did. Mm-hmm. But the moment SHIELD broke up and all that, when he started his feud against Bad News Barrett, and he almost won the IC title and took it, he made a statement saying that a title is not a decoration, that if you have a championship, that you should be fighting like a champion. You should be defending it. You should be showing why you're champion.
Word. That's a good pick. I respect that. Brian, who would you pick for Mount Rushmore?
Randy Orton.
Ooh, nice. Why?
Randy Orton is, for me, he had his situations where he may have gotten in trouble outside the ring, but I think it's in terms of his development and his in-ring ability, as far as telling a story of him being that quote-unquote Viper, and even a legend killer. He always had that in-ring swag that made you think okay, eventually he's going to do the RKO and it's going to be curtains. Mm-hmm. He's the kind of wrestler that doesn't have to do a lot in the ring, but he does just enough for you to respect what he does. And he's always been consistent. Word. As far as in his in the ring work. I like Randy Orton a lot. If it's anything he needs to develop is his mic skills. That's about it. But yeah, I think Randy's going to go far, and he's definitely going to be one of the faces.
True.
He just needs to remember his lines. That's all.
And they need to let that man be healed. Let him be healed.
He could be like anti-hero. That's all I can say.
Or let him be a
Anti-face,
tweener.
yeah.
Do not let him be a full face. Randy is not a good face.
Yeah, he really isn't. Joey, Gumo. This is going to be good.
Oh,
El Torito. We all know it, yes.
though I'm not big on him at the moment, I feel like Roman Reigns is going to be the guy they're going to push skyrocket.
Oh,
boy.
Yeah.
He's got some things to tweak out, but we know it's going to come down to that. He has the look. You know, WWE's real big on these Samoans, and I just think, you know, in time he's going to get it right. Like he's getting better at it. I just hope they don't rush him like they were about to. They kind of put the pedal back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to the fans. But if they don't rush him, it'll be you know, a good thing for him in the future. You know, just kind of like do the whole transition of winning certain things. You know, maybe win a King of the Ring or something in the future too. I would rather he win the title in like 2 or 3 years than get it anytime soon.
True.
You know.
I agree. That's actually a good statement. For me, right now, I feel, even though he's a one-hit wonder and he's not with us at the moment, but I feel like he's going to make a really good comeback, probably in the Royal Rumble or so. I feel like Daniel Bryan could be the face. Not the face, but one of the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Because Daniel Bryan, what he did in a short amount of time, too, it's amazing because even if WWE doesn't have the look, he had the heart of a WWE superstar, you know, and he had the heart of the audience. So I feel like what he did too, like everybody was rooting for him, you know, and his WrestleMania moment was amazing, taking down Evolution and winning. It was amazing. So, and he had the championship too. So, but it sucks is he couldn't really do much with it. But what he did, and he got the hearts of everybody. All right, last question, and this is gonna be really good because I thought about it all last night and today. If you could pick 3 superstars to start their own faction, who would you put? So you have to pick 3 superstars, one of whatever you guys want to do. You can put a diva there too if you want to. And how would you feel if they started their own faction? What would they do in the WWE? So starting, all right. So I'll give you guys think about it. Mine would probably be, I want the whole European invasion. I want Neville, Owens, and Ray Barrett, because those guys are amazing. You have Kevin Owens, who really made like a shocker. You have Wade Barrett, who basically started the Nexus, and he like was championship too, and he like freaking wrecked Cena. And you have Neville, like one of like the most new sensation of WWE. So I would pick them, and I want them to take over like WWE, like make Wade Barrett start Nexus 2.0 or 3.0. I don't know. So Brian, who would you pick? Are you there, Brian? Are you there?
Oh my! It skipped out when you said something. I didn't know you called on me.
All right.
But it's kind of hard for me to just name 3 because I kind of would rather do a stable. But all right, as the main 3, I would like to see a revamped Ministry of Darkness led by the Undertaker. With Bray Wyatt and Kane. That would be the 3.
The Fear.
And of course they have, you know, their legion of followers.
Yeah.
Those would be the main 3.
That was actually one of my favorite factions, the Corporate Ministry.
Yeah, I know. Well, the corporate ministry was okay. I like the Ministry of Darkness better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the acolytes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can imagine like the whole ministry have the Whites, the Ascension, all those guys. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. They definitely have the wrestlers capable of doing it.
Yeah.
It's just more so I don't see WWE doing it. Because I think Undertaker is like not interested in being there every Monday night.
All right, D Bravo, who would you pick?
I would have to say, I mean, I know that we got New Day and all that, but I would like to see them with have R-Truth be there and maybe Mark Henry leading them, like kind of
like
a newer version of the Nation of Domination.
That's funny because it's New Day.
Yeah, you have the leader Mark Henry, who was a part of the Nation of Domination. You know, help bring these young guys up and help better R-Truth, because for those that don't know, R-Truth at one point was K-Quick years ago before he came back.
Yeah, that's true. That's a cool choice. Funny, New Day, Nation, Domination. That's so funny. Anyways, Joey, Gumo, who would you put? Like Hulk Hogan and...
I'd actually want something for the younger stars. So I think it would be really cool if they could do a storyline where maybe the NXT people, just the new ones, constantly get losses and get annoyed and just like join together and kind of be like the young group that starts taking down everybody in their path.
Let's call like basically another Nexus. That was what I was thinking too.
Yeah, sort of like a Nexus / Shield type of thing.
Yeah,
like a better version. Maybe have the females, because NXT's got good female too that could come up. They could easily have like 2 female girls just beat the Bellas down, take this spot.
True. All right, guys.
How about a revamped New World Order?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Nexus World.
All right, so I'm gonna sum this up. This is gonna be the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy that. Leave your comments down below. See if you have any questions for our next podcast for the wrestling. If we do another wrestling one, if you guys have any questions, just drop it down in the comments below. If you guys want to do a quick shout out, starting with Brian, shout out your YouTube channel and all that jazz.
All right, everybody. My YouTube channel is the Almighty Tiger Powered Media. You can catch gaming, films, podcasts, text messages, and fitness videos on my channel, all of which are being uploaded within the next 2 days. A lot of new stuff coming to my channel, so like, subscribe, do what you will.
Cool. D Bravo, you're next.
Of course, I have a YouTube channel as well. It's called Doug's Gaming Channel. Pretty much I play games from the past, present, and whatever is upcoming in the near future. Like, comment, of course, subscribe, and if you got a game you want to see me play, I'll go ahead and drop it in the channel.
Cool. Gumo, you want to do any shout-outs? All that jazz?
I haven't used it. I haven't used my account in a hot minute, so I can't throw it out there. But shout out to you guys for putting some good answers together for this.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool.
Discussion.
All right. That's the end of our podcast. Thank you for watching and listening. Yeah, this is a YouTube podcast because I do not have a podcast account. All right. And we're signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Maxxsmash201. And like me on Facebook at Maxxsmash201. Peace.